I forgot to do this for yesterday's video. And the hostel has a real nice kitchen, has the supplies, cutting boards. Eating area is not very nice, but a microwave, refrigerator to put your stuff in, some stove tops, that kind of stuff. So this hostel was well done, well prepped, cleaner, neater, redone, so it's a nice place. Okay, elevators aren't exactly the easiest for this bike to get in and out of. Some of these are real small and narrow, so you got to put the bike upright and go through. Sometimes it causes a problem. I lose a few things. Okay, so far so good. Looks like she went on her own like she was supposed to. After a lot of arguments and bullshit and telling me off yesterday and calling me and trying to manipulate the whole situation and everything else. So maybe that's over with. I'm gonna go right into town, take my video, then head out to the decathlon, see if I can pick up a new flagpole because mine got lost because of all the shuffles down the thing, so I'm not happy about that. I gotta find that and then get a decent little baby bike lock because my other one is lost as well. This morning I packed up, went be solo again. I'm gonna put the 360 on here. I'm gonna do this over here, the square. I'm gonna do a little 360 of the square real quickly first. Then I'm gonna stop, eat breakfast, then head out to Decathlon to find a lock and find another pole because my flagpole lost part of it down the elevator shaft while trying to do stuff for other people. Live and learn, no good deed goes unpunished. I'll talk about that, and I'll talk about solo travel on a separate video and try to explain it in a nice manner that's not ill to people, but it is what it is. So I'm gonna head around this here, do this quick circle, and stop for breakfast, and head out to the decathlon, and then head towards the coast line, and then up around that way. And it's all gonna determine on what some of my friends are meeting me at, and that, whether or not I'm gonna go all the way up to different places or not. So as I said a moment ago, I'm gonna just drive around here, do a 360 video. I'm not gonna post a 360 video until I can get to a place that's got good Wi-Fi downloaded and all that other stuff. Then I'm gonna find out whether or not they're actually worthwhile, people like them, is it worth me to continue to do 360s like this in cities and stuff? Do people actually watch it, or people don't watch it? I'll wait for their comments once I go to that stage, but it's stuff I need to find out, because otherwise doing favors for friends, it's like we say, doing stuff because we want to help others, and that no good deed goes unpunished, so to speak, type thing. That's what I'm talking about. We do stuff for others and try to share and this and that. They don't appreciate it, so why do we go ahead and do it? It's a waste of our time, it's a waste of our energy. Normally we should just do things for ourselves. If it's part of it and sharing works, then it does. If it doesn't, then don't do it. One nice thing about Polish and some of the other cities here, got nice bike lanes that go different places and keep you in pretty safe. There is a lot of traffic, but with the bike lanes you can kind of feel really good. You're not with the pedestrians, you're with the lane and everything else. So they've gotten a lot better. The back road routes, they've come up with some better ones now than they did before. They're not always bike paths, but at least they're bike routes on very slow going traffic roads and connecting to other areas that you don't have to go hugely around. As you say, they're really good. As you can see here, they got both lanes going, one separated from the road in a lot of spots when they can. Plenty of picnic areas, different things. This is a big city, so the trails are really nice all the way around it. This is what they call the train to heaven. Luckily enough, I'm passing it on the way out of town. Just happened to be there. I've seen it before. It's a nice little piece of artwork. Interesting enough. They've just taken a old locomotive, planted it up right. And it's called the Train to Heaven. Yeah, I'm on the road to hell. Okay, a lot of times if I lose something, I break something, or things like that, I look for usually decathlons in Europe. They're fairly inexpensive. They usually have most everything you need, from clothing to some bike gear. Nothing is special, nothing is great. Their prices are somewhat more reasonable than some of the other places because they are kind of a big discount type place. So I usually head here to do my stuff, get my things, and go from there. Okay, I've done a little bit something different with my locking system these days. I put a cable that goes through the frame here, and then I can wrap the cable around the bags through some of the luggage things. It's not so easy to steal. Of course, you can't stop people from stealing it, but the whole point is to slow them down. Second thing is I have the alarms on here, so I'll set the alarms here. You can hear that go off here in a second. That will make noise if somebody going to vibrate the bike and move the bike. It's about the best you can do. You really can't stop these people, but you can slow them down. As Moran had said to the Chinese woman that I just rode with, she can go to any decathlon here. He could have taken her to the one in Belgrade or there to get bags like this that would fit her bike better, to work better. The prices aren't bad at all. They would be waterproof, wouldn't have to put all the plastic. Everything else would have something nice for your bike and nice. And they have them all over. And like I say, as you can see, they're not hugely expensive for a bag system. 27 liters, this, that, waterproof, all that kind of stuff. So, but to each their own. And again, for people who are looking for the gauze canisters, stove things, pots, pans, yeah, they carry them still, and they're still available. And it's here, Decathlon has it. Your plastic sporks, your different things, but they definitely have the gauze containers. They just don't keep them up front anymore. And that. Okay, just got a new lock, a little bit better. Just was going to get a padlock for that, just for what it is. Couldn't find the pole things here, so hopefully I'll find one on the road or something like that. But it's just enough. Like I say, I'm usually not away from the bike that long. I need to go something as heavy as that for the bike, but because with all the gear on it, it's not so easy to ride, plus the alarms, it keeps it there. Just a reminder, in the cities, you have to watch all your bikeways. They cross, make sure you're on the right one. Follow the rules, stop at the stoplights, etc. The red marks are where it's the danger zones, just to remind you that you gotta be extra careful, pay attention to yourself and what's going on. And once you're on these routes, they're pretty nice. Like I say, clean, straightforward. Alright, I'm back on the road solo, leaving Wroclaw. Not Warsaw, but Wroclaw. However they ever say it here. But I'm gonna now do more Poland and not go up as far north as that plan was. I'm gonna see more of Poland that I haven't seen, that I've wanted to see. Go to spots that I haven't been. Like I say, Poland is, for me, very nice for cycling. Very good. Has a couple nice points to it. It's one of the less expensive countries in Europe. Bike paths, if you stay on those, good. Roads, most part, are good. Camping is usually easy to find. You'll see that along the way here. And like I say, again, solo after a lot of ins and outs and issues. I'm not going to talk much about it, but I am, like I say, going to do a video why most bike riders go solo. I get scared to death. Up the road, see somebody picking fruit, picking that one. Somebody bike on the side of the road. Ooh, thought I caught somebody. Okay, as you reach the outer limits of the city, some of the bike trails, you can go on the road, but some will go onto these paths. Again, these paths aren't bad, they're gravel. It's packed gravel, So they're not bad to ride at all. Even with a trailer, kids bike trailer. It's packed gravel, so you will go a little bit slower, go a little bit with that, but it is there, and it's a hell of a lot safer than a narrow road up above without anything on it. I mean, this is almost like packed cement, but it's not. It is a gravel road. Okay, the trail goes here. I could go on the road here, but you see the traffic is busy, and it's a narrow road. So I'm going to choose to take the longer route, which is a bike path, which goes around this way on a gravel road, but it is, as people would say, safer, so why not take that than a busy trafficked road that's narrow. It will go around you, but why do it? Sometimes the uniqueness that they use to block people from the cars from getting on the trails also doesn't make it great when a bike is loaded with gear, or a trike would come through here. There's just probably enough room to get it through with a trailer and stuff, but as you see, it is narrow, so even I've got to cut through here slowly and straight, and then it goes up, and then ahead it does the same thing again up there, and it brings you onto these nice farm roads. They're well packed down dirt. It's almost as smooth as concrete, so they're not bad to ride at all. Definitely a lot less traffic than that road there had, and so it's a peaceful ride. Plus, if it's the evening time, you can sit and easily find a spot to camp. Back trails are quite nice. Go through some nice forest areas, like I said, easy to find camping and stuff if you come through one of these in the evening time. One thing nice in Poland, $1.50, $2, a nice smoothie, 750 mils, pre-made salad stuff, decent price, $1.50. Like we said yesterday, the pre-done lunch is the pre-done thing. Also the pierogies, and that pierogies up there, $7.99 or $7.29, so $2 for pierogies, not bad. Meats and stuff, prices are fairly decent, so you have a lot of choice. I'll pick up the pierogies at night. You can pick up the sale ones, and usually at a good price, and then everything from fruit ones to the cheese and all that stuff. Basically makes a great dinner, easy to cook. One of the other things they have here is chicken. It's pre-cooked. There it's $1 or $1.39 a 100 grams. If you want chicken breast, it's $3.99, so basically $1.10 per 100 grams. So that one is like, what, something like 50 cents, 30 cents per 100 grams. So if you don't mind the chicken wing and that per 100 grams, it turns out to be a really good price. They also have the ham roll over here, so you have a choice of some good meats. Add it to your soups, add it to your pastas. It's already pre-cooked, so you can keep it on the bike for a while, you know, all day in the heat. It really doesn't hurt so much. Tortillas, flatbreads, hamburger buns, all around $1.10, $1.15 each. So, I mean, you can get a decent amount of tortillas and stuff for the road. Like I say, the sweets and the other ones also have good for on the road, baking, mustards and stuff, and mayonnaise, ketchup, all reasonably priced compared to everything else. When you find something on sale like this, tonight I'll get the pierogies and I'll make it with one of these sauces. Sauces are good for $49, so $1.50 for the sauce, another $1.50 for that, so $3 for a good dinner. Another nice thing in Poland is you got these benches, mostly in a lot of the city centers, places to sit. People eat and drink, so it's no issues here. Across the street is a little donor place, a little fountain you can rinse off in if you want to, kind of rinse a little bit. Kids playing them a lot, but today is a cool day, so nobody's here. But I'm gonna stop and have lunch here before I move on. All right, my freaking lunch break is over. I gotta put my smoothie up. The rain has decided to slip over this way, so I gotta get just a little bit the way I'm going that way and get out of the rain. Otherwise, I'm gonna sit with about an hour and a half of rain. So piss off. So as you see, sometimes these roads are very, very well marked for for the cyclists. That's a yield sign. This is coming up here. You can cycle on the road, but they put a bike path here. So you're supposed to go on the bike path. But as you see here, the bike path cuts over. And then the bike path cuts over. The problem with that is, a lot of times, as you see here now, the cars passing. Cars are coming up to that fast. But there was a yield sign for them to let them know I'm coming across to it. Sometimes the views coming into some of these little cities is incredible. The old churches, the old stuff. This is now just a little overpass crossing. It brings you across to keep you off the main road for the overpass. But now I'm past it. Sometimes these little villages are even cuter than the big cities. They just have a few things. They're nice, they're done, they're really old. They give you that feeling that you're in old world versus the new world. Looking at the stuff. I'm gonna go through the square. The bike route says go around, but it comes out the other side anyways. So I'm gonna go into the little square, see what we see. Nice little clock tower. Little Polish square. A lot of these around everywhere. Some more intricate than others. When you go to Krakow and places like that. Like I say, the little ones are cute though. Have some nice stuff and worth stopping real quickly, taking a look, riding in, see what they have. Water stop, everything else. This is one of the main reasons I really love riding Poland. The bike trails go through so many forests like this. I mean, look at the amount of camping. Camping. Want to be hidden? Just go a couple 100 meters in behind some bushes. Find a flat spot if you got a tent. Hang a hammock. You're good to go. Nobody is going to bother you, find you in here for the most part. Mushroom hunters will probably find you. Along the way, if it's a good bike trail, especially the newer ones, they'll have this. They'll even have your QR codes for where stuff is and everything else, where you are. A little parking area and a bench. So basically could camp here if you have a tent. Not for me. Like I said, I like the forest areas better. Okay, one of the things in Poland they do, you can see there's a green route and there's a black route, black arrow going that way. The black arrow goes on to kind of a main, not a main road, but a busier road than what you'd want. This way it was green, which is a safer route, goes a little bit around, goes to the same, kind of the same city, but it follows more of a bike path, so a little bit safer. I'm going to take this even though it's longer, just for the fun of it. Like I say, I'm taking more bike routes than the main roads this time. Nice little bike station there. Stop there. And up here is big bike. Yes. Bird on a bike. Alright, I stop here for the night. Hang in the trees here. The road is just back over there. So it's not far off the road, but it's enough to be away from people and set up and have dinner and take an early day. Didn't get much rest the last couple days, so catch up on some rest tonight.
Thanks for watching. Please subscribe.